Okay, it's 11:59 and supposed to be going live at 12. Getting a little set up here. Final bit of details out here on the front porch. So it looks like the video is skipping again, but bear with me. If this thing goes gunny bag on it, I'll shift to another location, probably inside the house, and we'll continue on from there. So don't fret. Anyway, first off, we got to give the thanks out this year for the 4th annual Superbasshole Fishing Tournament. It was a success despite COVID again. But I want to give a special thanks, to our sponsors and our proprietors. First off, Jacob Watkins of Operation Tackle Box takes veterans out, gets them on the water, gets them fishing. Keep up the great work, Jacob. Love supporting what you do. Then there's Crossing Lines Fishing with Kathy Moulton and Mark Perry, two very awesome people, and their support has been invaluable, helping me keep track of things and keep the page running smoothly. Thank you so much. Then there's Angling Addicts of the Pacific Northwest, which is run by Nicholas Roberts, a gentleman that I served with and just one heck of a super angler. Then there's Too Fresh Fishing with Terrence Downing down in Florida. My left-hand, right-hand guy that just, keeps me on the straight and narrow and always points out my flaws and wrong thinking and says, have you thought about, without you, Terrence, I don't know where I'd be. Probably out in left field someplace, but thank you. Then we've got Get Hooked under the oversight of Lou Roberto, outstanding human being. And then there's I'm Hooked, Bo and Lily Merckle, and Northwest Bass Holes, which is my page. And we just came all together starting 4 years ago to bring out the Superbasshole Fishing Tournament open to all the members of those pages. Now, some of the people that I could not have done without to make this tournament possible are our proprietors. There's Lou's Lures. Lou is a painter. Lou Roberto does outstanding work. And then there's Yakov Levy of Hebrew Texas Fishing Lures, Terrence Downing of Too Fresh Baits, Jen Cravassi of Jekyll Baits. Her work is represented through a lot of the prize boxes. Just an outstanding human being, and the work she does is just, it's stratospheric. Then there's David Wyatt of Only 5 Customs, and just with David help with the tech side of things, between David, Lou, and Terrence, they kept the tech portion of this tournament running smoothly. Thank you, gentlemen. Then there's Nicholas Chen of CCL Lures. And then we have Davey Starkweather of Davies Custom Lures. And then we have Arthur Schwartz of Attack Custom Baits. He came in last year as a proprietor and again this year, and just wonderful baits. We also have SamsSon's Lures, the proprietors of Bo and Lily Merckle, and Jeff Meeks of Drunken Lures. Okay, so this year it was kind of a subdued tournament, but the turnout was good. I think COVID had a lot to do with it. People were wondering, it's like, how are we going to get out and fish? Can I fish? Is it legal to fish? And, some places were more active than others. So we're going to try again next year for the 5th annual, and we will see what happens then. Okay, so let's get down to the nuts and bolts of the tournament, what actually went on. And so I've got some stats that I put together, and let's just run them down. All right, in Region 1, Michael Elkins came in number 1 with 13 pounds, 10 ounces, followed by Bernard Hernandez in second place with 8 pounds, 8 ounces, and then myself at 3 pounds, 14 ounces. Now, Michael and Bernard better be aware that I had surgery, and it knocked me out for a month and a half of the tournament, so I was laid up with my foot in a brace and everything else to get right as rain. But I'm coming for you guys next year, so don't think that you guys are just all that in a bag of chips. Well, you probably are, but anyway. So the total weight for submissions for the Region 1 was, oh good lord, I lost it. Well, the total fish submitted was 16 fish, and with a region total weight for all 16 fish of 30 pounds 4 ounces. Respectable. Respectable. Okay, Region 2, first place was David Wyatt with 13 pounds 14 ounces, and he came in with a whopping 31 pounds and 14 ounces of total weight for all his submissions. But the ones that count for first place was the 13 pounds 14 ounces. He was followed in second place by Jeff Davis with 10 pounds 4 ounces, and Travis Yagi came in third with 9 pounds 3 ounces, and followed up in fourth place with Barbara Harris with 5 pounds of bass. Barbara, what happened this year? What happened? Oh well, there's always next year, and I've seen that you've been busy out there with your YouTube and Lady Bass Anglers Association. Love what you're doing out there, and love the interviews you're getting. So keep up the good work, girl. Enjoying it. All right, so let's get down to Region 3. First place in Region 3 was Bill Bodman, and that gentleman was grinding. He was submitting all the time, and plus, you know, all of his catches were going up on various pages. Just phenomenal thing to watch. But Bill came in with 16 pounds 8 ounces, and for all of his submissions, his total submission weight for all the bass that he submitted was 25 pounds 4 ounces. Outstanding. Okay, and let's see what happened. Yeah. Second place was Ito LeBron, and Ito came in with 16 pounds even, followed by Lou Roberto in third place with 13 pounds 8 ounces, and Tim Ponce de Leon came in with 7 pounds 8 ounces. The total number of fish submitted for the region was 27, and the total combined weight of all the submitted fish was 92 pounds 10 ounces. Those are some actually heavy fish. Do I have the average weight per fish? Yep, 2 pounds 7 ounces. Pretty cool. So let's move on down to Region 4. Region 4 was really active, had 13 active participants in the tournament, and we're only going to hit the top 6, the prize box winners, but the stats for everybody are posted on Superbasshole Fishing Tournament.com and on Northwest Bass Holes, and I believe the other pages out there also have the totals for the regions posted. If not, I will go back through and redo it again and make sure that you all can see it. So, first place came in with Mr. Josh Sneed at 24 pounds 9 ounces. His total weight of submissions for the number of fish that he submitted was 78 pounds 9 ounces. The average weight per fish that he submitted was 7 pounds 14 ounces. He was just out there crushing it. He was followed by Christopher Blanco, and Christopher is in second place with 23 pounds 13 ounces. Now Josh and Christopher, they were going back and forth, and it changed between first and second several times. It was just an amazing thing to watch. I hope you all were all out there following it. You know, you can't be there in person, but you can just imagine what's going on out there on the water. Anyway, third place, Terrence Downing of Two Fresh Fishing with 21 pounds 10 ounces. Let's bump back up to Christopher Blanco. His total weight of submissions for all the fish that he submitted was 47 pounds 14 ounces. Outstanding. Outstanding. Okay, Terrence Downing, he submitted for 21 pounds 10 ounces for third place, and ended up submitting a grand total of 58 pounds 14 ounces. He was out there grinding every single day, and there was a while there we were calling back and forth to each other, and he was saying, "It's nothing but a dink fest today." And I said, "Don't worry, it's going to happen. You live in Florida, dude." Okay, in fourth place, Craig Jackson came in with 20 pounds, 5 ounces. Total weight of all of his submissions was 41 pounds, 10 ounces, and the average weight per fish was 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Brian McFarland also came in with 20 pounds, 5 ounces, but he goes to 5th place because Craig's weights came in first. And if you read the rules, if the weights tie, the first person submitted for that weight wins. If, 20 pounds, 5 ounces, both of them. And we based that solely on having the fish being released. They're out there living their life, still eating, growing bigger. So when Brian came in, and I think it was like a 6 pound, 8 ounce monster that he submitted, which was equal to one of the ones that Craig had submitted. Craig's went back into the water first. Basically, that's what we're basing it off of. So had more time to eat and possibly get a little bit bigger. All right, and let's see, Brian had a total weight submission of 38 pounds, 13 ounces, with an average weight per fish of 4 pounds, 8 ounces. And in 6th place was Richard Alston with 18 pounds, 4 ounces. His total weight of submissions was 31 pounds, 5 ounces, and that's for all the fish that he submitted. But, it's a 3-fish bag, so the only 3 that count came out for the 18 pounds, 4 ounces. And his average weight per fish was 4 pounds, 7 ounces. I kind of like doing the stats on this. It gives you an idea of the quality of fish that are out there. And then, of course, I don't think what the stats they don't tell you or they belie is watching how the quality of fish continues to rise, but it doesn't show you what's underlying underneath, which is how many dinks did they have to go through to get to this level. I can imagine it was in the hundreds. Now, here's some interesting facts. I'm going to run it down one more time. For Region 1, there were 16 fish caught. For Region 2, there was 26 fish caught. For Region 3, 27 fish caught. And Region 4, 83 fish caught. And those are caught and submitted. And for the total tournament of number of fish caught was 152 fish. Now, remember that number 152, because that's going to become readily apparent, for what I read next. Region 1's total weight for the fish caught was 30 pounds, 4 ounces. Region 2 was 63 pounds, 4 ounces. Region 3 was 92 pounds, 10 ounces. And Region 4 was 184 pounds, 6 ounces caught, for a grand total of 370 pounds, 8 ounces of bass caught. That's outstanding, people. My hat's off to you people out there making it work. Good Lord. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I hope everybody out there had a lot of fun and enjoyed themselves, and we are working towards Superbasshole Fishing Tournament number 5. It's going to be a little difficult due to the fact that this is normally my busy time of year. I've lost clients due to the economic slowdown. I have had surgery, so I'm behind the 8 ball, but I'm scrambling now that I'm back mobile a bit, trying to generate the income needed to put this on. So we will endeavor to do number 5 again next year. Now, there's something that I want to bring to everybody's attention out there. It is Bo Merckle. Bo is recently home from the hospital, had a quadruple bypass, had a heart attack, pretty darn serious, and he's home now, resting comfortably. And they opened him up from stem to stern. And what I'm doing with the unclaimed prize boxes is running an auction on these things. Now, Bo is taking it easy, but he is still doing a bit of painting. And to help support this family in their time of need, due to this medical emergency that they went through. I can't even imagine the hospital bills that are going to be coming in due to the surgery Bo had to undergo. So, SamsSon's Lures, you can find him on Facebook. Bo's page is I'm Hooked, and he just does outstanding work. And here's like some of the pieces that he's doing now. He's hand poured, hand carved, and of course painted by Bo Merckle. Resin baits. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, maybe you don't need 20 lures like I do. Maybe all you need is one. Look them up and put in an order and help support a family. So, also along that lines, because of the prize boxes, which I did did say that I was going to bring up. I've got 9 of them. One has already been auctioned off. We've got a standing bid of 100. It's in the announcements on Northwest Bass Holes. Clint Erdrich, for that 3rd place prize box, has put up a bid of $100. Thank you very much, Clint Erdrich. And now I've got another prize box here that went unclaimed for the tournament. And we're going to auction it off, and all the proceeds from the auction of these prize boxes will be remitted to Bo and Lily Merckle to help offset some of their medical cost, or make a house payment, or whatever whatever they need. Part of our fishing family out there that has been so good to Northwest Bass Holes and Superbasshole Fishing Tournament family. I'm just doing what I can to help give back. So let's get into what is going into this 4th place prize box, and I have plussed it up a little bit, and I'm going to put an opening bid on this thing of $65, and you tell me if you think it is worth it. Starting off first, from Big Sexy Baits out here in my neck of the woods, we have the Banshee. I call it the Alien Cricket. I went 60 fish one day using this, and that's all I used, just plunking it down in the weed mat holes, and I was jerking everything out of that pond with it. Alright, from Too Fresh Baits, we have the Bronze Hell Hitter from Terrence Downing at Too Fresh Fishing. Love these things. They're awesome. We also have the 420 Flake Hell Hitters from Too Fresh. We also have from Terrence Downing a Too Fresh. We have the Stickum 5 inches, the 520 glow stick. I love these things. They work. Brian Bracey, if you're out there, I know how you love bass fishing at night, brother. Get you some of these. All right. We have here the D-Finesse Crawler and Carolina, let's see, color is Carolina Crawler, quantity of 12. I like these things. I use them. And let me tell you, people, it's good stuff. And it's a multi-species plastic bait. I catch trout with these like nobody's business. For my buddy down in Texas, Yakov Levy of Hebrew Texas Fishing Lures, we have the 6-inch Texas Fatty Wiggler in the kryptonite color. Love them. We also have the 1.25-inch Cricket in natural cricket color. These things make great crappie and bluegill baits, and I've got a few of these for myself. And I'm going to head down to Rockwall Pond once I can actually get down that steep incline and put those babies to work. All right. A 6-inch Texas Fatty Wiggler in the bass hole color, 8 count, from Yakov Levy of Hebrew Texas Fishing Lures. The bass hole color was developed by Yakov Levy specifically for Northwest Bass Holes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, the 7-inch Texas Salamander. Love these things. It's also in the bass hole color. Bass in really clear ponds will chase this thing all across the bottom, and I've hooked up constantly with them. Love it. All right, from Angling Addicts of the Pacific Northwest, Nicholas Roberts, we have this bullet spinner here, and primarily for steelhead and salmon, but I have used it and I've hooked up bass with it. Sarah Rouse, how you doing? Good to see you. And Paul Kemp is with us. Awesome. How's everybody doing out there? Good to see you all here. Okay, And Nicholas Roberts has used these on the Oregon coast for black bass, lingcod. It is a multi-species lure, people. All right, from Davey Starkweather of Davey's Custom Lures, we have this all-white swim jig. Beautiful work. You can hook up any kind of trailer you want on this. I love this one in the spring with a green trailer, fishing for smallmouth on the Columbia. And we also have from Davey's Custom Lures a black jig. I love the jigs that Davey has designed, and you know, you can hook up any bait trailer you want on this and put it to work and see what happens for you. Okay, we've seen this one before, but it is an oldie, it is a goodie, and it is proven. We have this 1.5 inch square bill crank, and the colors on it, get a good look at that. Davey's done an outstanding job with this, and this thing will catch bass in all times of the molt when the crawfish, you know, are going through the molt phase. We have spear point hooks going in. We also have the spook from Lou Roberto of Lou's Lures. Love this one. Then we have this awesome wake bait here in a bluegill pattern done up by Lou Roberto. If you don't have any of Lou's work, check him out. You can find him on Facebook, and he just, you know, get in contact with him. Spice up your tackle box. One of Lou's buddies from Brisbaits ended up getting some of this from him. It's beautiful spinnerbait in chartreuse and white. It's going to work no matter where you're at. We've got another spinnerbait. Also, this one comes to us from Travis Yagi of Yagi's Custom Lures, Scholar and a Gentleman. And from Nicholas Chen, CCL Lures, we have this great big old 6-inch glide bait. Thank you very much, Nicholas. We have here the 6-inch Predator Series tadpole. I've used these, and they're great baits, and it's going into the auction box. Now, Terrence Downing Jr., the Swim Bait King, has started painting, and this is his baby bass. We have an awesome jerk bait, also from the Swim Bait King. I don't think the colors are coming completely through, but it is beautifully done. Let me tell you, people, it's got blue fleck highlights in it. It just sets the whole thing off. And then we also have this swim bait here from the Swim Bait King. Awesome work. All right. We have from Lily Merckle. She made the mistake of saying that she was going to attempt painting, and so I immediately just fired off some money to her and says, I want so many of these, this color, blah blah blah. And I think I made her prairie dog a bit. You know, it's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said anything, but she was a good sport about it and created this for us. It's going in from the hand of Lily Merckle. From the hand of Bo Merckle, here we go. We have this little swim bait here. Bass love it. We also have the Psycho Craw. Bo does outstanding work. Just, it's a thing of beauty to behold. And of course, two ugly bugs going into it. We got the yellow jacket here. And I'm not sure what color this is. I'm sitting in the shade. But anyway, this is a Generation 1 ugly bug right here. This is one of the very first types of ugly bugs that I got from Bo. And I swear by him, work like a popper, just an excellent bait. So look for the auction items going up on Northwest Bass Holes. And if you can't afford $65, but you can afford anywhere between $6 and $12, put in an order with Bo and help support a family. So I would like to say thank you to all the people out there that participated in the Northwest, or not Northwest, but the Superbasshole Fishing Tournament family. And I want to thank all the proprietors and all the sponsor pages that put this out to allow their members to compete in an open and free tournament. And we're hoping to bring it back again next year and do it all over again with number 5. I'm sorry, people, this year there were no t-shirt cards that went into the boxes. Financially, we just couldn't pull it off. But we'll see what happens next year. No promises on the t-shirts for next year, but we will see. So if there's a will, there is a way, and I am just not ready to call this thing quits yet. So I would like to give a shout out to the Two Fresh Fishing crew down in Florida. It's like, gentlemen, each and every one of you, I could not believe the amount of fishing that you guys were getting in and getting done. I mean, talk about serious. And then to see the shootout that went on between Josh Sneed and Christopher Blanco, which was going on, and then the rest of the Two Fresh crew climbing up and down the leaderboard in pursuit of both of those gentlemen. Unreal. Unreal. So, remember, people, as always, fishing is a sport, but more than that, it's about making a memory. So be sure to take somebody fishing with you. That's how a memory is made. Get out there, do it. Other than that, that's about all I've got for you today, and I just want to say thank you to everybody out there for frequenting all the sponsor pages and Northwest Bass Hole, Super Bass Hole page, and just making it the success that it is, and sharing your love of fishing with everybody out there. So, until next time, people, remember, doesn't matter where you're at, each and every one of us is northwest of somewhere. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.